Hello everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. I hope you are watching this video because you enjoy budgeting, cash stuffing, or you are new to this and you are just wanting to learn more and see how people in different places on different incomes budget their money. And if you are new, please consider subscribing. I am hoping to reach 300 subscribers to do a giveaway of some budgeting items I have collected over the years. And if you are new, I am Deidre. I work full-time. I'm in Canada, as you will see from our colorful money, and you are more than welcome here wherever you are on your journey. Whether you're starting out or you're a seasoned pro, you are absolutely welcome in this space and this community, and I would love to hear from you. And if you are returning, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. So yes, today I will be cash stuffing my first paycheck of October. I am bi-weekly paid if you are new, and so this means it is actually a magic month for me. I get twice a year. I get paid 3 times in a month, just to the way it works out. You get 26 paychecks a year when you're bi-weekly paid. So that's exciting. I will be using some money to fully fund some sinking funds that will need to be used next year, as they are like annual bills. So most of the money will be going to that, but that is okay. I do apologize in advance if I just seem a little out of sorts. I am recording this after work. I am recording this before I actually get paid, but so far this week it's been an incredibly stressful week. It's been incredibly stressful all month. So I am just hoping that I get some reprieve. I wish I could say I think it's going to get better, but I think I just need at least one day where it isn't just so crazy and stressful and hectic. That's all I'm asking for, is just one day where it isn't like that, because we're just going through a lot of changes. So I know it's not going to stop anytime soon. So yes, we are going to count up the money first and we will get stuffing. So I actually have a couple placeholders because this money is moved online. So I am not going to be pulling out that money, but you will see that. And I should have 440 in cash. So we have one already starting out great. 51.50, and I'm actually just going to do this on a calculator because I know my brain, the way it's working right now, I will probably screw up if I don't. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. I said 440, right? And I added up 340. See, I already told you. We have 150 and 50s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 280. I bet you I entered in 180. Okay. Oh my goodness. 180. 150. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That's better. We're looking better. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. 440. That is correct. Awesome. Okay, I am going to start out with my kind of regular binder that I sort of always do. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're not near as stressed as I am. I hope that things are going okay in your world. So hair appointment. Well, not hair appointment. This is for my hair. And the next appointment is going to actually be mid-November, and we are giving it 15 today. And my hair appointment cost me $75, and that includes tax and tips. We have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 in there. That is correct. I just have my cheat sheet off to the side, so I know I'm using the right denominations, and I know I'm putting it in the right places. So it definitely helps me out, especially on days like today where normally I'm not filming when I'm just so out of sorts. So yes, I do apologize in advance, and do bear with me. Next up, nails. I'm actually filming this just before I get paid, so my nails will, I have a nail appointment coming up, but I wanted to get it filmed, and I've already pulled out the money. So the next one will most likely be, I believe my esthetician is leaving for the month of October, so it'll probably be, I don't know exact days when she's leaving, but it'll probably be the very end of October or beginning of November when my next appointment is. So we should have 45, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That is correct. My appointment cost me $30. And so I'm always trying to keep a little bit, not a buffer. I'm always trying to keep one appointment worth in here just in case, God forbid, something happens and I need to use some of that money that I would normally budget for this to that, if that makes sense. Next up, we are skipping beauty. Okay, we're skipping beauty. We're going to clothes. Clothes just needs to be built up a little bit here. Doesn't always get money, but it is today. So we are giving it $10. So we will have 40, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. That is correct. All right. Please, envelopes, don't fight with me today. That would be lovely. All right, next up we have technology. I've made technology kind of a priority, one that I'm always putting money into. I still have not decided whether or not I'm going to buy a iPad or I'm just going to continue saving in here, and then when my laptop gives up the ghost, because they just, I don't know if anybody else finds this, I don't use my laptop for anything too crazy, but I just feel like they're just not made like they were even like 15 years ago. I just feel like they're just made so much more poor quality. I even noticed with my own work laptop, as I use a work laptop, as I work remotely, they're just, I just even feel like those just, and that one is like a little bit older, but still it's within like the last 10 years. I just feel like they're just not made well anymore, which is super unfortunate. So yes, kind of that's what I mean if I should buy an iPad or just wait to have to replace my laptop when it finally gives up. So we have $300 in the bank and we gave it 10, so it's 310, which is correct. And laptops are just not, they're not inexpensive for a good one, so it's just super unfortunate. All right, next up is pets. This is for a future pet, not a current pet, as anybody who has been around knows that I do not have a pet, but I am planning on purchasing a different place to live in maybe next year or the next year. So like 2026 or 2027, and I would like to get a dog. I'm a dog lover, and so that is the goal, is to continue to save up so that when I do, I will have the money not only for the pet themselves, but hopefully any sort of like, you know, those first vaccines that they need, as well as a spay and neuter. Although I have debated maybe getting a, my preferred is a Sheltie, just because I know the breed very well. I mean, I love all dogs, so, but I think just for my first pet, I think I'm going to try and get a breed that I'm aware of. And there is a rescue that takes in Sheltie specifically. So if that is the case, you wouldn't need to get them spayed or neutered. So yeah, we'll see. Like everything is just like future, like nothing's in the works right now. So we have 200, 300, 350, 400, and I have a little tracker here that I'm just kind of using for visual representation. So we have 20, so 5, 10, 15, and 20 to cross off there. And if something, God forbid, absolutely happened and I didn't have enough in my emergency or anything like that, because I don't have a pet right now, I would pull the money out of here, but it would really hurt my heart to have to do that. But all right, next up is going to be giving, and this is just to give monetarily when I decide to. I do it usually multiple times in the year, and I usually do it when it's over $10, $20. I'm giving it $10. But I also give of my time as well. So This is just what works for me personally, and I definitely do not judge anybody. So we have 10, 20, 30, and 40 in giving. And one of the local animal rescues I know has been having a lot of emergencies, and their vet bills are going astronomical. So I have a feeling if I'm going to be donating to anything, it will probably be that. So here we are going to be using one of our lovely placeholders because we are putting $100 into emergency on the online account. So we have 1,150. And you know what? I'm just going to use the pen that I have here. This tracker is from Iris Budgets. It is custom and it saves 1,000. Obviously, I want to just build up on the next 1,000, and then I will just keep going. My goal will to be never to stop saving for an emergency fund. I'm treating it like a bill, and I think that's in my brain. That's how I'm going to have to treat it from now on, just so that I know that I'm always putting money towards it. So that's what is working well for me. I just treat it like a bill. It's part of my budget and it gets money. So that is really great. I'm quite pleased with that. I'm just marking this off as I go along, just so I definitely do not forget. So I'm going to bring in my month ahead binder really quick because that is going to use the other placeholder. And this, I'm saving up 1 month worth of expenses. Well, actually my goal will most likely be to get to about 2, but for 2025, I want to get 1 month. And what I will do is I will be using this money to, when I purchase a different place, it will help me pay for the bills, as my goal will be to purchase a new place and then sell my current place. So I will use this money to help pay for some monthly expenses instead of having to use my paycheck. So it got 50. So we have 200, 300, 354. And because we do have another 100, I'm just going to swap those out. And if you're ever interested in any of the placeholders or anything that I ever use, it is always linked down below. I do not make any of this myself. It is all from amazing creative people. So, and I support people from all over. So I have 400 and each icon is 30/50. So we need 13, 4, 8, 12, and 13. It's just a weird number because just the amount of my mortgage payment is just kind of an odd number. So that is great. We are moving and grooving on that, which is super awesome. I'm quite happy with that. Again, I'm treating that like a bill. In my brain, it just works. So, all right, don't lose the binder. Don't lose the binder. All right, we are going into this binder because we are going to be putting away some money for some different categories that are yearly expenses, and I tend to try and save these up as quick as I can, and then I don't have to worry about them for the rest of the year. So first up is going to be my condo insurance, my home insurance. It's very similar to renter's insurance. If you've ever had renter's insurance, it's very similar. So there's a few like little differences, but in general, they're just covering basically what you have, like what you own, what you would have to replace. So it is going to get 50, and that will be 2 houses. Again, if anybody's ever watched me, I don't color for super neatness. These are laminated, so they have been cleaned off more than once because I've been saving and I've had to use them. So, and my goal is to get this fully funded as quick as possible, and I've already worked out my budgets for the entire rest of the year, as my pay does not fluctuate. So I'm just going to leave the fully funded in there for now. I know that it's not fully funded, but we are taking that out. So that's getting started, which is awesome. And I do have to pay that in July of next year. So actually, why did I turn that way? I don't know. Losing my mind. Okay, next up is my car registration renewal. That I just paid in September. And I will have to obviously have it done next year, and the same idea. I fully fund this. There's already money in there for my AAA account renewal, which is due in about April time. So this will be fully funded this month, as it is about $100, like give or take. They usually increase it every year, but it's still just like less than 100. So I technically have 150 in here. 100 of it's online and 100 of it is for my AAA. So yes, it will be fully funded, my car registration, for the next paycheck, and then I won't have to worry about it. So I'm actually quite happy that I do that now. It just seems to work best for me. So, all right. We should only have money that is left for my groceries, my eating out, and my spending money. And if you are new, spoiler alert, I am a spender. So I do, because I became consumer debt free earlier this year, I do give myself spending money, as if I was to try and like live on, some weeks are better than others, I will say. Like, I don't leave the house much, but sometimes when I do, there are things that I do like and want. I do really think about things before I do purchase them, but I do give myself spending money, and that doesn't mean that I have to use it all, but I feel like it's kind of like a diet. If you really super restrict, then it can make it harder in the long run. And I spent a long time paying off debt, so I'm allowing myself some spending money. So that is the money we should have left, and I'm just going to divvy out the money. So for groceries, we got 4 20s, a 10, and 2 5s, and we're going to play some games with this, and we were going to put this money into a special binder, and I'll tell you what it's all about. So we have eating out, which is 50, and I don't do a whole lot of eating out, and lately I have been using coupons, or my friend was so nice, and she treated me last time. She's a coworker, but she's definitely a friend, and she treated me to lunch out. My birthday was at the end of August. I was off work at the end of August, and so she treated me, and I was like, okay, well, I have coupons for fast food, so let's go there, and she doesn't mind that at all. So, and I do have a gift card that I was given from a friend of mine before I went off for surgery in June. So if I really wanted to, I could use that. It's only for specific places, but that's okay. So we are going to play this fabulous game from Bella at Saving Made Simple, and there's only 2 left to scratch, but she has so many of these, and this is the hit or miss 1990s classic TV. So what you will do is you will scratch. I've determined that if I've seen the show, I will save $5, and if I have not, I will save 10. So I am just going to use a quarter. I don't have a fancy scratcher. I don't have one of those little mini vacuums, but this money, where it will come from, will be my spending money and my eating out money. So, all right, just scratch them both off. Oh, ugh. Okay, so we're going to start off with the first one that we scratched. Okay, so X-Files. No, I don't think I've ever seen. I might have seen a clip or 2 online, but I would consider that, nope, I definitely have not seen that show. And Saved by the Bell, well, yes, I actually own every single season on DVD. I have seen most episodes more than once. Absolutely love the show. Absolutely. So this is all completed. That's awesome. Next time we'll be starting out with the 1970s classic TV, and I am going to do the same thing, that if I have seen the show, I will give myself 5, and if I have not, I will save 10. Now, I have a feeling I will have seen almost none of the 70s shows, so I'll probably be saving a lot, which is definitely not a bad thing. So I just love these challenges from Bella, so definitely go check her out. She has so many different versions. She has like live action Disney movies. She has, I think, like book to screen versions. So I'm going to be getting more of these at some point, but I highly recommend checking Bella out. All right, so 5, yes, I've seen. And so I'm going to take 5 from my spending money, and I'm going to take 10 from my eating out money, because I didn't see the X-Files, and we are just going to set that in here for a quick second, and then we are going to be doing this game from Jen over at Budgets and Dreams. Now it says roll it light and you save 50. So typically you would roll the dice and save whatever. I'm doing it similar to Iris Budgets. Iris rolls and whatever she gets, she multiplies it by 10. Now I am not multiplying it by 10, but I'm multiplying it by 5, as I don't use coins on anything. I do use coins, obviously, that I get from my change, but I don't use them in savings challenges or anything. So this is going to come from the grocery money. I don't have much grocery money left. I did get a few things from Costco when my mom and I went out there, and I did need a few other little things here and there. So we will roll, we will see, and this will come from grocery. So it's a 1. And I'm just thinking, like, I do need some groceries, but I'm going to be staying at my parents' place in mid-October. So I don't think I need to stock up on too much. I do have some produce and stuff. So let's roll and let's just see what we get. A 2. So you know what? That is okay. That is a total of $15, and I'm comfortable with that right now. I know I will eventually get the 5 and 6, but I'm kind of hoping that happens kind of towards Christmas when I am staying out at my parents, so I don't need as much grocery money. So in groceries, we have 20, 40, 60, 85 going into my wallet. We have 20, 40 for eating out going into my wallet, and spending, we have 20, 40, 60, 75. So that is great. So we have some money here, and I think I stuck it all together, and I think that's just going to confuse me. So I'm just going to add this all up and just kind of see what we have. So I already had $45. This binder is from Iris Budgets, and I am using it to save up, as I will need about $1,000 next year for when I have surgery, as I will be on disability, and disability is quite a hit. And so I'm going to use that money to cover the gap. Now, this all estimates. I don't actually know how much I will get. So if I don't need all the money, then I can just roll it into something else, which is kind of what, fingers crossed, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't have a surgery date yet. So I'm trying to get this money saved up as fast as I can. And I want it separate from my emergency fund, just so that I know that if I need to use it, I have it. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Okay, so we have 75, and we are going to be redistributing most of this. I don't know how I want to do this. Let's just stuff it all. Let's just stuff it all into the binder and just see what happens. I'm just going to clean this off so we can start afresh. Next pay, and this should almost complete the binder, so that will be great. We've been using sort of pink, and of course you can't find the right Sharpie when you need it, right? You can always, it's like anything, when you need to find it, you can't find it, and then when you don't need to find it, oh, there it is. So, and my Sharpies are upside down, so that doesn't help the situation. So I appreciate everybody bearing with me. And if you have made it to this point, can you leave me a star emoji so that I know you made it? So we are going to cross off a 20, and that is at the back. I think we need about 95 to complete this, so we will actually only be needing $20 for here. So that's actually super exciting. So there is a 15 towards the front. Let's find it. There we go. I will be so happy when this is done for the first time, and then I can put that money into the bank. If I could even get halfway done by the end of the year, like another round, that would just, it would just take some pressure off. It would just feel good to know that I have money saved up for when I have surgery again. It would just be a huge relief. Okay, so we can do another 15, and we can do 10. So we don't have any Okay, we'll have to do 2 5s and a 15 because we don't have any 10s left. Okay, let's find a 15. Did I go buy any 5s? No, I don't think so. This is a longer video of my, I don't typically have videos this long, so I appreciate everybody hanging in there with me. It's very much appreciated. And a 5. Okay, so let's just double check. I feel like that's not right, but you know what? I'm going to do it off camera and just make sure I have everything crossed out properly. Because when I added this binder up, I only needed 95. And if I stuff 55, I should only need 30. So I feel like either I've totally missed crossing stuff off or I'm missing more than I thought I did. But I will do that off camera. So yes, the money is all gone. I appreciate you being here so much. I would love it if you would hit like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I will catch you on my next one. Bye, everybody.